to it. Make sure we're all set up. Time our duration. Here we go. The first card on deck is a 2. Set this up a little bit better. Followed by an ace, that will be 10. That'll work. Next, we have a 10 on deck. Oh, man, good stuff. 8 is the next one. Hey Allison, thanks for the support. Double tap the screen, guys. Hit that like button. King, that will be 10. Oh yeah, my cards are good. They're all good. They all dried out. I dried them out the same day. 10 on deck. It wasn't the worst flood in the world. It just came down really quick. It was too much on the drains. 10 on deck. Welcome, Ton Steel Chomp. Greetings. Queen, this will be 10 as well. Hey, welcome, Christy. Five on deck. Next we have an 8. I think it's about time to put the patches on the jacket. I got enough for a good start. Queen, that's going to be 10. The patch jacket that we're making. Appreciate you guys sending in the patches. Start putting them together now. Next, we have an 8 on deck. Yeah, greetings, 2 times a day. Hey, Fleming. Welcome to the chat. Jack, that will be 10 on deck. Fast energy. I really enjoy your style of working out. Thank you. It works, right? You can't argue with the results. 9 on deck. Do I ever use weights? I mean, I got them laying around here. Sometimes I pick them up, put them back down, but they've never really been part of my routine. Just calisthenics. 7 on deck. That might change, you know. I don't have any problems picking things up and putting them back down. How do I work my lats without a pull-up bar? Right here. Inverted rows. That's what we're doing. Jesse, you just helped me to change my life. Sweet. Get on board. Get on the right track, man. Stay focused. Oh, Ton Steel Chomp says, with a sheet in the door. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, there's a DIY, a really easy method, you know, to doing this as well with just the sheets. Right, so you take your sheets and you put a knot in a corner, right? Now you pull this side nice and thin. And now you can put that into your door and close your door on it. And that way you'll be able to do inverted rows with us with just the sheet. And I know you guys got that laying around, right? 4 on deck. Hey, Terry. Oh, hey, Allison, thank you. Allison just gifted 5 memberships. Heck yeah. Thanks for the channel support. Welcome Terry. Welcome Jan. Welcome Katz. Marty. PXCL. Welcome guys. Appreciate you being here. Yep. I'll see you guys on the Sunday morning workout, right? We do Sunday morning members only. Thank you, Allison. Appreciate your support on the content. 4 is the next one. Another 4 on deck. Matthew Davis says, like and subscribe, become a member. Members only workouts on Sunday. Get on the discussion, post your progress pics, and stay accountable. 24/7. Yes, the Discord. Stay accountable, guys. Get on it. It's free. Queen, this will be 10. Next, we have a 3. Yes, good morning. Otto, get jacked, that's right. What's up, Lutz? Welcome to the chat. See, 3 on deck. Lutz said this third shift is kicking my butt. Yeah, I believe it. Changing up your hours like that will do that. 6 is the next one. Ace, that will be 10. How do you find the Discord page? Well, it'll be posted here in the chat a few times. You just got to keep your eyes open on it and click on it. John Conway is doing 400 dips this morning. Heck yeah, that's a lot. It always is. 10 on deck. Jack, this will be 10 on deck as well. Galvez, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Three is the next one. Followed by a jack. That will be 10. Let's see, Joe, welcome to the chat. Joe says, how can you get a job like that? Oh, it depends on what kind of job you're looking for, right? What are you looking for? Are you trying to wait on people? Take their orders? I don't know, each job's different, right? Usually when people see me, they're like, dang, I want that guy on my team, right? That's how it works for me. I usually got to turn people down for jobs. Like, nah, man, you can't afford me, right? That's how it is for me. 7 on deck. I tell that to people all day long. No, bro, you can't afford me. 7 on deck. You know, but I guess you're right. if I tried to get a job at McDonald's or something, they probably wouldn't hire me. Yeah, so you're right. 2 on deck. It's not like I'd be looking for a job at McDonald's or anything. That'd be a waste of my time anyways. King, that's 10. Ace, that's 10 as well. The Waffle House wood. I like waffles. Here we go. Ace, 10 on deck. Honestly, all you guys out there asking, how do you get a job and whatnot, man, I'm a business owner. I'm a small business owner. I take matters into my own hands. You know what I mean? I don't beg for nothing. Right? I put the work in, I make it happen. Yep. What's your excuse? Here we go. 10 on deck. You know what I did? During my 6.5 years of being locked up, I had a dream. I had a dream that when I got home, that I would get my LLC and start my own tree service. And I did that. I did it. Right? 9 on deck. Mr. Shim-a-gram. Any tips for starting a business? Yeah, absolutely. Stay small and take it all. You grow too big and your overhead will consume you. Right? Best to stay small at that juicy point, right? When you don't have much overhead. Yep, stay small and take it all. 9 on deck. Visualization, yeah, visualize, right? For 6.5 years, I visualized having my own tree service, right? I did that. 9 on deck. And live within your means, right? That's a problem for many. We're living outside of our means. We're not realistic. I don't need a lot of money to live on, right? I could live a happy life just skimming by. You know, I don't need to make a lot of money at all. As long as there's food on the table and the bills are paid, I'm a happy man. Right? 6 on deck. I'm not greedy. You know, when I first got into the tree service, I used to take every single job that came across my table, every single one. Whether I was like equipped for the job or not, right? Because I had that ego pushing me, saying, well, you have to do it, right? Or you're going to be a failure, right? I had that little voice telling me in the back of my head. And that little voice pushing me, it was bringing me down. It was bringing me down. 10 on deck, right? You got to stay within your own lane of what you're capable of doing, because there's tree companies out there, man. These big businesses with big pieces of equipment, there's no competition. You can't compete against that, right? So leave those jobs for those guys, right? Just stay and take the low-hanging fruit, right? The juicy peach that's easy to grab, right? Just take those jobs, right? You're going to do a lot more estimates, right, in the long run, but you know, it's gonna be better, 100%, right? Don't take the big jobs, don't do it, just stay small and take it all. 10 on deck. Like I said, I don't make a lot of money, right? But I'm happy, right? I'm happy with what I have. You know, I sell some things on eBay. You know, when things get rough, I just put a couple things up for sale, and then I make ends meet, right? I don't need a lot to be happy. I don't. I got my family, I got my health. What else do I need? Nothing. Here we go. This is the halfway point, guys. This is 10 on deck. Let's see. Allison says, money keeps us alive. You cannot take it with you when it's time to leave this world to the next. Yeah, that's right. You can't take it with you, right? You can't take it with you. Yeah. Here we go. Cobb Dem says, you know pull-ups exist. Sure, right? Of course they do. What are you, slow? Let's see. All right, let's continue. Ace, 10 on deck. That's okay, we're all kind of slow. 3 on deck. Five is the next one. Let's see. Don't call yourself a loser. Don't do it. Stop saying that about yourself. You can do it too. Let's see, bro, at what point do you wake up in the morning and think, I know what will look good, a tattoo on my head, Josh. Well, that was when I was younger, right? I was a young man making bad decisions, one after another. Yeah. I had decided, hey, you know what I'm gonna do with my life? I'm just gonna hustle. All right? I said, I'm going to go to the tattoo parlor and tell these guys I want a big old sun on my head. And that's what I did. I spent 8.5 hours in the tattoo chair getting my head drilled on by 2 different tattoo artists at the same time for over 8 hours straight. Yeah, the blood was coming down my head. And it was pretty wild. I was a wild young man. I had a concert to go to that night. I was actually wearing my patch jacket at the time. Yep. Let's see. I think I went to see, who did I go see? You know what? I went to see that band called Ween. Ween? Yep. It's blood just dripping down my head, a drink in each hand. I was having a blast. Did it hurt my head? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was, you know what hurt the most about it? They were scraping the scabs off because it would scab up pretty quickly. They scraped the scabs off to make sure that it was nice and even, right? And drilling for 8 hours. 2 dudes drilling my head for 8 hours. That was the first sitting. It was pretty wild. It was wild. I couldn't see nothing. It vibrated my vision, right? So I couldn't see nothing. Yeah, it was a good time. Anyways, I need to get it done again. You see, it's faded. It's faded quite a bit. I need a few days in the tattoo chair. King, that will be 10. Tell you what, it's like meditating, sitting there and calming yourself and making sure you're sitting still as the artists do their job. 4 on deck is the next one. King, that will be 10 as well. Eight is the next one. Hey, that British girl for life. Welcome to the chats. Greetings. We got 8 on deck. Good to see you around. Seven is the next one. How much time have I done? Oh, just 6.5 years, that's all. Ten is the next one. What for? What did I do 6.5 years for? Being young and dumb, right? I did 18 months for ordering this in the mail, victimless crime, and because I did that, I was no longer allowed to possess these things. So they gave me another 9 years. I ended up only doing 6.5, but whatever. Here we go. How times change. Oh yeah, right? One day they're locking you away for it. Next thing you can do, you can buy it at the gas station. Here we go, 9 on deck. Heck, I met a guy in there doing 20 years. over that plant. 20 years. And when I met the gentleman, he was already done 10. He already did 10. Yeah, I did it to myself. 4 on deck. Yeah, I put myself away. It was all self-chosen. You know, you reap what you sow. Nothing happens by mistake or accident. 4 on deck. Six is the next one. Joker, this will be 10 on deck. Dustin says, no, they're not doing life for weed. You know, okay, listen, all this changing in the laws does not affect the people who've already been locked up, right? It only affects the people going in with new charges, right? So everybody who's got 20 years or whatnot for this little plant, they're doing it, right? And they're put on the back burner. Right? So if they're trying to get help or relief, you know, their cases are coming up, you know, last. These new laws only affect new people going into the system. If you're already charged and whatnot, man, good luck to you. That's it. Joker, 10 on deck. When laws change, it doesn't really affect the guys already, you know, hurting. It doesn't. The system is a broken system. You would think that the guys who've been down the longest would get relief first, you would think, but that's not how it works, right? They pretty much leave those guys, you know, they leave them. They don't really care. Joker, 10 on deck. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they change laws and make a little adjustments here and there, but it doesn't really, I mean, the guys that have already affected, they got to appeal and their case is put on the back burner, right? They don't really care. Here we go, Queen, 10 on deck. Why not full range of motion? Because I'm here getting jacked, right? That full range of motion, it's wasted effort. Wasted effort with the goal of getting jacked. You get bigger, quicker, stronger, faster with the half reps. 2. Next, we got Joker, that's going to be 10. Next, we have 6 on deck. Let's see. You in the U.S.? Yeah, I'm in Ohio. Ohio. No TRT, no. Polish grandparents. I'm 43 years young, 185 pounds. Full range of motion is wasted motion, absolutely. Okay, elaborate on that. Okay, 6 on deck is the next one. Okay, so full range of motion, you have to think of it like a compound motion, right? You're doing 2 things at once, right? Like if I'm doing push-ups, the bottom half is the chest and the top half is the triceps. So instead of doing this combination, right, I'm doing one or the other only. I'm separating it. I'm only focusing on the muscles that I'm trying to change, right? So that being said, when you go through a full range of motion rep, the pump is only momentarily activated, and then the pump is released. It's not even there anymore. Then the pump is found and transferred on your triceps, right? So it's only there for a moment, then it passes on to the next muscle group to take over. I don't want to release the pump. When I keep the pump in one spot, it gets bigger and stronger and faster. It's just the greatest thing in the world. I mean, you're gonna get stronger and you're gonna get bigger a lot quicker than doing the full range and separating it, right? Doing them together. There we go. 7 on decks. You know what I mean. I pretty much said it. 7 on deck. Yeah, so it's more time under tension, that's what it equals. Yep. 2 on deck is the next one. How can you make your abs strong? I don't know, man. I don't do anything for my abs. I just, I try to eat clean. Jack, this will be 10 on deck. Hey, what's up, Michigan in the house? How you doing? Edwin broke both of his arms in a car crash in 2001. Haven't been right since. Yeah. I would say a lot of stretching. A lot of stretching would be first on my list. More stretching the better. Jack, 10 on deck. Let's see, 9 on deck. Let's see. Some people say it's better full gainer mass to execute the push-ups, pull-ups, etc. slowly. What do you think about that? Oh, the slow movement. I hear everybody talking about it. I don't agree. I do not agree. I believe the faster that you go, the greater the pump that's achievable, right? So when you're talking about guys talking about the slow eccentric, right? They like to do it slow on the down end, controlling the weight, right? You're not going to get a crazy pump. You look up slow twitch muscle fibers. Are they big? Are they shapely? Are they strong? What are their characteristics, right? Well, their characteristics is not big, but it is strong, right? You will get stronger doing it slowly, but you're not going to get jacked, right? You're just going to be strong, right? That's one way, but just because that's a characteristic of it doesn't mean that I'm not strong because I like to do things fast. It doesn't work like that. I'm very strong even though I go fast. I don't understand why this is so hard for people to wrap their mind around. 9 on deck. I mean, the quicker your reps go, the greater the pump is, right? That's how it works. So that's more of the quick twitch muscle fibers. Those are the muscle fibers that are nice and shapely. 9 on deck. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Ton Steel. Let's see, Chicago up in here. How you doing, guys? Yeah, well, right. For real, guys, like what I'm doing here, this is just like, this is the basics of the prison system, right? Making the best you got out of nothing. 3 on deck is the next one. We're like 2 cards away, guys, from completing this deck. Five is the next one. Mike says, bro went to rehab and calls it prison. I've been to rehab too. I have. Absolutely. I've done it all. 5 on deck. Okay, guys, we are at the last card of the deck. It is time to tell me what this card is. Tell me what this card is. Let's see, Mike says, talk to me some truth. I like truth. Okay, Mike, the truth is that you know what this card is in my hand. And you are so lost in this game of make-believe that you are pretending that you don't know what this card is, and you believe it. You believe that you don't know what this card is. But I'm telling you, everybody in this chat does. We all know what this card is. And that's true. I'm just telling you. You want truth? This is truth right here. You know what this card is. But the rabbit hole is so deep, it's so deep, that we're pretending that we don't. 5, and you knew this, and you knew this. You did know, but you guys, my friends, This is what we're up against. See? With your attitude, you says we don't, right? Not with that attitude, you don't. You're pretending. You're pretending that you don't know. I'm telling you. You guys can pretend all you want. Man, you are the lead star in your own movie. All right? You can pretend that you don't know the answer. That's fine. It's fine. We completed those 400 reps, I believe, within 45 minutes. It's 46 right now. But we're going to do a 5-minute duration with the rubber band. There we go, 5 minutes. What's the secret to big traps? I don't use any weights, so I'll just do shoulder shrugs, standing there with my own body weight for a 10-minute duration once a week, usually once a week. What's up? Gillian says, so many trolls in the chat. Yes. Yes, there is. You know why, right? Because our channel, our community that we have here shines bright. It's a shining light. And you know what happens to them shining lights? The bugs come out. The bugs come out of the darkness, and they're attracted to the lights. They don't know why they're here. It's not their goal to be here. They're just attracted to the lights because they lack it themselves. And I welcome everybody. Everybody is welcome. Hey, Sully says, I've just been recovering from some injuries. Boy, injuries, huh? Boy. Setbacks, man. I tell you what. It can mess your head up. You gotta be sucker free during these times of injuries. You know what I mean? I have a sucker attack every time I get injured. Because I have expectations of myself, right? Hey, Migsy says, I got my MSM, turmeric, and castor oil. Going Legend 51. Heck yeah, sweet. Welcome back. Getting on track. Edwin says, my arms have hanging skin. Right, you gotta fill them up with muscles. Sully says, I didn't know it was gonna take 2 months. Yeah. Getting back on track. I tell you what, when I get hurt or injured, it really throws me off balance, right? Because I feel that when everything is running smoothly, I'm balanced. And when I get injured, it messes everything up. My thought process, anyways. Just because I hurt my wrist doesn't mean, the other 90% of me can't get some kind of workout, right? I could do something productive, right? I don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater just because one little tweak. I always tell myself there's something that I can do, But usually, when I get hurt, the discouraging part is I've already made a plan. I've already made a program that I'm trying to stay accountable to, and it messes me up when I have to adjust it. Put my plans on hold. Boy, what a good pump that was. See how it's cutting up the shoulder, separating from the triceps and the bicep? Get that nice V shape up there. Another 5 more minutes. You damaged a lung and a rib. It was bad. Yikes. Yeah, I would take a break at that point. I agree. Sit your butt down. Here we go, another 5-minute duration. Oh man, what a stretch. Hey, Selfish, good morning. Welcome to the chat. Let's see, I'm 61, Altai years old. I hurt my back lifting about 2 months ago. I was looking into alternative to heavy weights till I healed. I found your channel and it's been a real blessing. Thank you. Hey, welcome aboard, Alti. It happens, right? We just got to keep that positive mindset. Good morning, free from clock. Welcome to the chat. $42 and still is hulked. I'm 43. Yeah, and I'm in the process of getting stronger every month. Close enough, right? The Tinkerer says, when I get injured, I stress that I won't ever get back to where I was. But with time, effort, and lots of care, I end up back where I was. Absolutely. I think it's the easiest to have a sucker attack by getting injured, right? And your expectations, we all have expectations with our workouts, right? And when we get injured, and this roadblock comes in and says, hey, I know what you were planning to do, but that's not how it's going to work out, right? And just coping with that, right? Financial says, do you feel a difference from your 20s, 30s in energy or anything? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Well, I'm definitely stronger now. Now that I'm 43, I just keep getting stronger and stronger as the years go by. My energy, I feel like my energy's been pretty good. Let's see, what can I notice a difference of? I couldn't really tell you. Could you give us your life story and it would hit way better? Hey, Mike, welcome to the chat. We do a lot of talking here. We do. And I do talk a lot about my things that I have overcome because it helps the next man for sure. It does. I mean, my life story, you guys hear it little bits and pieces through every workout, I try to stay on the positive end because I don't believe in glorifying the negative at all, right? Because where your focus goes, energy flows, right? I only want to be on the positive. Sometimes I get sidetracked and I start talking about dumbass stuff. But I'm a human being and I make, mistakes. I just got to keep checking myself, Yeah, stay on the positive. All right, that's it. For real. Got to be about it. Let's see. Pro Clippers says you are a junkie. I am, my friend. I am a junkie. I've had my experiences and I got that monkey off my back, all right? And if you're struggling, you can do it too. It doesn't have to be a forever thing, right? The moment you want to change your life, a better life is waiting for you. You just have to start. 100%. Yeah. Anytime you guys want a better life and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, a better life waits for you. For real. I know, guys, when I was at my worst and depressed, living in that lower vibration, with everything that goes along with it, I never saw a way out. I felt like I was stuck in an endless circle. Day in, day out. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't. And when you're ready, that better life waits for you. Listen, ain't nobody was able to help me get off, right? My family tried for years and years and years to help me get off. And it never, because I wasn't ready yet, I didn't hit rock bottom yet, I wasn't ready to make a change, right? You got to hit rock bottom. You got to hurt so bad. You got to hurt so bad that you're going to make a change. You got to start from the ground up, in my opinion, right? Let's see. Alex says, I survived people like you. I didn't choose crime or drugs. They took years from me. When they sold me, beat me. Yeah, my apologies, man. I ain't that kind of person. I don't take advantage of nobody. I don't know who you were messing around with, but it sounds like you were in the wrong crowd, right? We're a bunch of positive people here. Welcome, you know. Now, I went to jail, and there was no victims, right? I'm not a bully. I went to jail because I ordered this for myself in the mail, right? And they locked me up for 18 months, and then when I came home, I still had possession of these things, and they gave me another 9 years, right? So there was I'm not a bully. I've never taken advantage of people, you know, victimless crimes, you know, but I did it to myself, right? I'm not a victim, right? I did stupid things. I won a stupid prize. What do you think about the Army to get clean? Oh, you ain't gonna get clean in the Army, man. You think there ain't no drugs there either? You're kidding me. Delusional. Right? It's like saying go to prison to get clean, right? It's filled to the brim with drugs, right? You can't get away from it then, right? You can't go for a walk. Listen, if you can't control yourself out in public, what makes you think you're going to control yourself in the Army? Oh, well, listen, I don't care what army you are in around the world, right? It's not going to get you clean. I think it'll help you, right? The discipline of doing something every day, that is helpful. It is helpful. It does. I agree with that part of it. But if you think you're going to go there and it's going to be drug free, I think you're mistaken. Right? It's a thinking problem, not an environmental problem. Right? It's not your environment that is the problem. It is your thinking. Right? You can get a change of scenery, and it might be cool for a little while until you start meeting other people that, you start learning. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't want anybody to have monkeys on their back of this addictions. Addictions, like I'm 43 years young, and my whole life has been nothing but addictions. One after another, you know what I mean? And now that I'm finally shaking these addictions off my back, I'm finally having a chance to live and know who I am. You know what I mean? Allie says, surround yourself with better people. It's a mind game. I've been clean for over 10 years. I was a junkie too. Heck yeah, Alan. Al Lynch. Hey Mike, $1.99. Thanks for the channel support. Appreciate you. Yes, well, so I like that, right? That's a great suggestion. Sullivan, thanks, man. 2 jewels, appreciate you, man. Absolutely. So, you got to fake it until you make it, right? Surround yourself with winners, right? People that are on the same level as you. Like these people in the chat here that are all trying to be positive, right? That's why we have a Discord. So we can get all these positive people together, right? And we can help each other with what we're going through in life. We could talk about stuff and be like, yeah, man, I went through that too. This is how I did it, right? So get on the Discord. It's totally free, and be accountable for your actions, right? Like, you got, like, losers must be out of your life. Absolutely. We have to be sucker free, right? Because we can do bad all by ourselves. We need to be sucker free. We don't need anybody's help to be bad. You know what I mean? We do a pretty terrible job by ourselves. We don't need anybody's help. So first thing you got to do is you got to be sucker free. You got to cut everybody loose that is not on the same vibration as you. You know, if they're on that lower vibrational kind of living, you know, you want nothing to do with that. You got to get on the up and up and stay positive. Only hang around the people that are pushing the positive, right? Winners, you know, it's the vibration that we attract together, right? We're coming together for the common cause of winning. The next man, me, you, all of us together. We're in this same boat. We're in the same boat. We all got to do it. We got to put in our part, you know, make it happen. Absolutely. And don't blame anybody but yourself. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tyler, you know it, right? We reap what we sow, right? There ain't no accidents, right? Get that victim mentality out of your head, right? Nothing happened to you that you didn't make happen, right? I'm not saying that for everybody, because I know there's some terrible things that monsters do to other people. But I'm talking about addictions here. I'm talking about prison sentences here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't just slip and then wind up in prison. I did it to myself, right? It's not like, whoops, now I'm in prison. It's like, oh, I did stupid things and I won a stupid prize. You know, I reap what I sow. You know? No, I'm not familiar with what you're asking. No, I've never left Ohio. I'd like to visit Australia. That'd be fun. Do some push-ups. Heck yeah. All right, gentlemen, ladies, thank you for lending me your ear this morning. You know, I always enjoy our workouts. Hey, Mike, $1.99 or 99 cents. Thanks for the channel support, man. Appreciate you. All you guys out there, if you don't know, I got members only workouts every Sunday. I hope to see more of you guys there with me. I appreciate you being here for today's workout. And if any of you need a sucker-free resistance band, check it out, suckerfreestore.com. Hit me up, I'll send you one. I appreciate all you being a part of this. And don't forget to check out the Discord, guys. For real. Check out the Discord. Be accountable. Be part of the community. You know, talk about stuff that's bothering you. You know, this is how we stay sucker free, guys. Stronger together, 100%. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. I appreciate everybody. I'll see you. The Discord link it's right up here in the comments section, guys. Check it out. Hit it. It doesn't last long, you know. You got to do it pretty quickly because it expires. Have a good one, Ogawes, John Conway, Ken, Dustin, Allison Bird, Sandra Ford, John Conway, Nathan, Mike. Thank you for the channel support. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate the conversation. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you again at 5 p.m. for our second workout of the day. Absolutely. See you guys there. Peace.